Well, hello and welcome to our program tonight. It is always so good to have you with us. Hope everybody's staying well and being safe. Wear your mask and keep your distance. We'll get through this thing, but just be careful for right now. Last week our attendance was off a good bit, but we had 4 or 5 really good weeks there for a while, so I'm not complaining. But if you have any friends that like this kind of music, tell them about it and give them a link to the program or to my channel, and tell them if you subscribe to the channel and click the little bell. If you click that bell and you get little parentheses around the bell or brackets, you'll be getting notifications whenever I go on the air, that kind of stuff. But anyway, tonight we're going to continue with album number 5. We're going to feature most of the songs tonight will come from album 5. I've been playing an entire show from one album for the last 4 weeks, and I was going to do that tonight, but I believe it was Oink. Anyway, one of our regulars asked me during the week, they commented on one of my videos and asked if I would do One Day at a Time tonight, and that is on my Heaven album. That was on the first album, so it wouldn't be in keeping with that, but I'm going to do it anyway. Most of the songs will be from the Angel Band album, which was album number 5 for me. But we will do that especially for, I believe it was Oink. Oink, if that was you, that we will do One Day at a Time for you later on in the program tonight. So without further ado, let's get right into the musical portion of our program. For this first song tonight, I'm going to do you a song that was written by a fellow named Stuart Hamblen. Stuart Hamblen was one of those early cowboy stars that I guess he was the first radio cowboy star. I mean, there were some stars certainly that were bigger than him, but he was the first one. And he began to write songs and sing songs on the air. Back in the 20s and 30s, if you were pretty good, I mean, you could get a radio show because there wasn't a lot of pre-recorded stuff. The phonograph industry wasn't in its infancy, but it had not become the recording medium that tape and digital and all that we have now would become. So a lot of the radio shows were live. I mean, you'd go in there and you'd take your guitar and whoever else sang with you, whatever they played, you'd gather around a microphone, and however it came out, it came out, The Carter family started this way. They had one of the early television shows out of Mexico that was the most popular radio show of the time, and that went on for several years. That Mexico station was just hugely powerful, and so the signal went all over the United States. So the Carter family became really probably the first supergroup in that regard. But anyway, Hamblen wrote this song in 1954. And Rosemary Clooney had a hit with it. It was a #1 song here and in the United Kingdom. And later on, a fellow named Shakin' Stevens would record it again, and it would be #1 in the United Kingdom again in around 1981. But he and John Wayne were on a hunting trip one day, and they came upon this house. And they found a man that had passed away. He was sitting in his chair, and there was his dog sitting on the floor, still caring for him, I suppose you would say. And that so moved Hamblen that by the time they got off of the mountain and away from their hunting trip, he had come up with this song using house as a metaphor for our physical bodies. And how once we get to that point, we get so old, the house is just basically not repairable anymore, so you won't be needing it anymore. You move on to your heavenly reward. But I'm going to do you my version of it tonight. It's that great Stuart Hamblen song, This Old House.
This old house once knew my children. This old house once knew my wife. This old house was home and comfort as we fought the storms of life. This old house once rang with laughter. This old house heard many a shout. Now she trembles in the darkness when the night wind walks about. Ain't gonna need this house no longer, ain't gonna need this house no more. Ain't got time to fix the shingles, ain't got time to fix the floor. Ain't got time to oil the hinges, nor to mend no window pane. Ain't gonna need this house no longer, I'm a-getting ready to meet the saints. This old house is getting shaky, this old house is getting old. This old house lets in the rain, and this old house lets in the cold. On my knees I'm getting chilly, but I feel no fear or pain, 'cause I see an angel peeking through a broken window pane. Ain't gonna need this house no longer, ain't gonna need this house no more. Ain't got time to fix the shingles, ain't got time to fix the floor. Ain't got time to oil the hinges, nor to mend no window pane. Ain't gonna need this house no longer, I'm a-getting ready to meet the saints. My old hound dog lies sleeping, he don't know I'm gonna leave. Else he'd wake up by the fireplace and he'd sit there growl and grieve. But my hunting days are over, ain't gonna hunt for food no more. Gabriel done brought in the chariot when the wind blew down that door. Ain't gonna need this house no longer, ain't gonna need this house no more. Ain't got time to fix the shingles, ain't got time to fix the floor. Ain't got time to oil the hinges, nor to mend no window pane. Ain't gonna need this house no longer, I'm a-getting ready to meet the saints. Ain't gonna need this house no longer, ain't gonna need this house no more. Ain't got time to fix the shingles, ain't got time to fix the floor. Ain't got time to oil the hinges, nor to mend no window pane. Ain't gonna need this house no longer, I'm a-getting ready to meet the saints. Ain't gonna need this house no longer, I'm a-getting ready to meet the saints.
This next song that I'm going to do for you is one of those great inspirational songs. It was written in the last 50 years, so it's not one of the old oldies, but it's old enough. It's been recorded over 200 times already, and it was written by Mary John Wilkins and Chris Christopherson. It won Song of the Year in 1975 in the gospel arena. And it just, oh, and by the way, she was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame that year. Mary John Wilkins was a songwriter in Nashville, and she had worked with Stonewall Jackson and Jimmy Dean, among others, but had become quite wealthy in the process. But when she wrote this song, she did a piece of work. It's called One Day at a Time.
I'm only human, I'm just a man. Help me believe in what I could be and all that I am. Show me the stairway I have to climb. Lord, for my sake, teach me to take one day at a time. One day at a time, sweet Jesus, that's all I'm asking from you. Just give me the strength to do every day what I have to do. Yesterday's gone, sweet Jesus, and tomorrow may never be mine. Lord, help me today, show me the way, one day at a time. Do you remember when you walked among men? Well, Jesus, you know, if you're looking below, it's worse now than then. Pushing and shoving right in my mind. So for my sake, Lord, teach me to take one day at a time. One day at a time, sweet Jesus, that's all I'm asking from you. Just give me the strength to do every day what I have to do. Yesterday's gone, sweet Jesus, and tomorrow may never be mine. Lord, help me today, show me the way, one day at a time. One day at a time, sweet Jesus, that's all I'm asking from you. Just give me the strength to do every day what I have to do. Yesterday's gone, sweet Jesus, and tomorrow may never be mine. Lord, help me today, show me the way, one day at a time. Lord, help me today, show me the way, one day at a time.
This next song I'm going to do for you tonight was on my Angel Band CD. I had been looking for material. You know, this was my 5th CD, so now we've done a lot of the real familiar songs. I'm starting to try to find secondary songs that people like, but remember and grew up singing and everything. This one doesn't jump at you like an Amazing Grace or I Saw the Light or One Day at a Time or something like that, but you probably remember it. But this is another one that I was so fortunate that my mom visited right about the time I was recording some of these songs, and she helped me do the vocal on this. So that beautiful alto that you hear in the background is my mama. She was 75 years old when she did this. And I had no idea that later we'd be making videos and everything. Of course, I didn't have the equipment then that I have now, so it might not even be where it would be usable. I wish I had been able to get her on video, but that wasn't possible then, and of course it isn't possible now because she's looking down from heaven. But Mama, I love you, and we're fixing to play this for the people, and they're gonna still get to hear your voice. This is my mama and me doing At Calvary. I love you, Mama.
Years I spent in vanity and pride, caring not my Lord was crucified, knowing not it was for me He died on Calvary. Mercy there was great and grace was free, pardon there was multiplied to me. There my burdened soul found liberty, last my sin I learned. Then I trembled at the law I'd spurned, till my guilty soul imploring turned to Calvary. Mercy there was great and grace was free. Pardon there was multiplied to me. There my burdened soul found liberty at Calvary. Now I've given Jesus everything. Now I gladly own him as my King. Now my raptured soul can only sing of Calvary. Mercy there was great and grace was free. Pardon there was multiplied to me. There my burdened soul found liberty at Calvary. That true salvation's plan. Oh, the grace that brought it down to man. Oh, the mighty gulf that God did span at Calvary. Mercy there was great and grace was free. Pardon there was multiplied to me. There my burdened soul found liberty at Calvary. Mercy there was great and grace was free. Pardon there was multiplied to me. There my burdened soul found liberty at Calvary. At Calvary. At Calvary.
Isaiah Martin was a songwriter. He wrote as a hobby. He was born in Missouri, died in California, about 1862, I think, when he was born. He died in 1957, so he lived a good, long life. But he wrote some 200 songs. And when he was 12 years old, he joined the Baptist Church. Then in 1893, he became a Methodist and became a minister. So he was a Methodist minister. But then in 1903, he joined the Church of the Nazarene. And they had a saying when they would close their meetings and they would begin to depart. They would tell each other they would meet each other at the Eastern Gate. And one night he got to thinking about that, and this tune came to him, and he wrote this song called The Eastern Gate. And of course, it went on to be quite a popular song with the evangelistic crusades that were going on at that time, and was eventually put in some 45 hymnals. A lot of people recorded the song. But tonight we're going to do our version for you. I couldn't find a picture of him. As I've said on many of my other descriptions of songs, some of these older songs, it's hard to find too much about the writer or a picture, but there's no picture of him that I could find. But anyway, tonight we're going to do our version for you, and it's called The Eastern Gate.
I will meet you in the morning, just inside the Eastern Gate. Then be ready, faithful pilgrim, lest with you it be too late. inside the eastern gate over there. I will meet you, I will meet you, I will meet you in the morning over there. If you hasten off to glory, linger near the eastern gate, for I'm coming in the morning, so you'll not have long to wait. I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning, just inside the eastern gate over there. I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning over there. Keep your lamps all trimmed and burning, for the bridegroom watch and wait. He'll be with us at the meeting, just inside the eastern gate. I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning, just inside the eastern gate over there. I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning over there. That glad meeting with the saints who for us wait. What a blessed happy meeting, just inside the eastern gate. I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning, just inside the eastern gate over there. I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning, I will meet you in the morning over there. I will meet you in the morning over there.
The song I'm going to do next was written by Stuart Hamblin, and it's on my Angel Band CD. This song was written in 1950 as a result of a meeting between Stuart Hamblin and John Wayne. They had been big partying buddies back in the 30s and 40s, and Hamblin had recently been saved, and he had lost his radio show because he was one of the early radio stars, but he had lost that particular radio show because he wouldn't read beer commercials. He did later on get another show called the Cowboy Church of the Air, and that went on until 1952. But anyway, he wrote this great song after hearing John Wayne. He told John was offering him a drink, and he said, I don't drink anymore, and he said, you don't miss all of that? He said, no, it's no secret what God can do. And of course, John prompted him and said, that might be a good song. Well, he went home and he wrote the song sometime later, and it was done just no telling how many people have done this song, but Jim Reeves did a version of it. Wayne Newton did a version of it. Johnny Cash did a version of it. Hank Snow did a version of it. Ernest Tubb did a version of it. Elvis Presley did a version of it. And I could go on. I mean, this song's been done by so many people. But tonight, I'm going to do you my version of it, and it's called It Is No Secret What God Can Do.
The chimes of time ring out the news, another day is through. Someone slipped and fell. Was that someone you? You may have long for added strength, your courage to renew. Do not be disheartened, for I bring hope to you. It is no secret what God can do, what He's done for others, He'll do for you. With arms wide open, He'll pardon you. It is no secret what God can do. There is no night, for in His light you'll never walk alone. Always feel at home wherever you may roam. There is no power can conquer you while God is on your side. Just take Him at His promise. Don't run away and hide. It is no secret what God can do, what He's done for others, He'll do for you. With arms wide open, He'll pardon you. It is no secret what God can do. It is no secret what God can do, what He's done for others, He'll do for you. With arms wide open, He'll pardon you. It is no secret what God can do. It is no secret what God can do.
This next song was written by a man named Charles Moody. This is a song that I put on my Angel Band CD, and once again, as happened a time or two before, my mom was visiting with me, and I just knew this had a perfect alto part. Mama sang beautiful alto. So I just asked her, I said, Mom, you want to help me do another song or two? Oh, yeah. So we go out to the studio, and she recorded the alto part on this one for me. But I'm not going to string this out too long. Y'all have heard me tell these stories before, but I'm going to get Mama to help me with this one, and we're going to do it for you. That song by Charles Moody called Kneel at the Cross.
Kneel at the cross, Christ will meet you there. Come while He waits for you. Listen to His voice, leave with Him your care, and begin life anew. Kneel at the cross, leave every care. Kneel at the cross, Jesus will meet you there. glory share. Bliss there awaits, harm can ne'er befall those who are anchored there. Kneel at the cross, leave every care. Kneel at the cross, Jesus will meet you there. At the cross, give your idols up, look unto realms above. Turn not away to life's sparkling cup, trust only in His love. Kneel at the cross, leave every care. Kneel at the cross, Jesus will meet you there. Kneel at the cross, leave every care. Kneel at the cross, Jesus will meet you there. Jesus will meet you there. Yes, Jesus will meet you there.
Right now, I just want to remind you about our website, www.birdyeomans.com. All my CDs are there. My double CDs are there. My songbook's there. There's a couple of specials that we have there. And just want to invite you to come by and take a look at it. If you have any questions, my wife Linda will be glad to help you. Her email address is linda@birdyeomans.com. And thank you so much for being a part of our program. And now we're just going to get you back to the musical portion of the show. My, how the time gets away when you enjoy what you're doing. It's come time for the final song this evening, and I'm going to do the title song from my 5th CD. It's called Angel Band. It was written by Jefferson Haskell and William Bradbury in the mid-1800s. And I guess I chose this as a title song because being a musician and being blessed to be able to play several instruments, how neat it is to think of being an angel band, you know. I mean, certainly I'm no angel, don't get me wrong about that. But can you just imagine the band that we're going to have in heaven? Oh my gosh, think about all the great musicians that have been here on earth. How are we going to put all this together? I can remember seeing, I think it was Beethoven's Ninth, that is the big choral symphony. I saw the Atlanta Symphony do that, and it was magnificent. There was hundreds of voices. I wish I could remember the conductor's name because he's a famous choral conductor. I should have researched this before I started doing this segment. But anyway, whenever he would announce this, people would come from everywhere to sing under his baton. Anyway, can you just imagine what the choir is going to sound like in heaven? I mean, can all the great musicians that have gone on before, what as a musician, I can't even imagine what that's going to be like. One of my, in fact, it was Joyful Noise, the two ladies that sing with me, and my brother was with us at the time. We went to the National Quartet Convention, and we entered. It's kind of a contest where the quartets go and sing, and then whatever happens after that. But we were all of us in that room were singers, You know, it's not really open to the public per se. You don't. It's not in a big place. It's just that we were all there competing, but we were all singers. And I remember before we started, everybody going up and singing their individual song, all of us in that auditorium sang a couple of songs. It was incredible. You know, you were just sitting in the middle of all this. So anyway, I just can't imagine what it's going to be like to get up there and sing with the Angel Band, you know. But I'm going to do my version of this great song for you tonight. It's called Angel Band.
My latest sun is sinking fast. My race is nearly run. My strongest trials now are past. My triumph is begun. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my eternal home. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my eternal home. I've almost gained my heavenly home. My spirit loudly sings. The holy ones, behold, they come. I hear the sound of wings. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my eternal home. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my eternal home. Oh, bear my longing heart to him who gave his life for me. His love has cleansed me from my sins and gives me victory. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my eternal home. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my eternal home. Oh, come, angel band, come and around me stand. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my eternal home. Oh, bear me away on your snowy wings to my eternal home.
Well, thank you so much for being with us. It's always my joy to sit here and do this with you on Friday nights and to chat with everybody. And it's just a great time to spend together with all of you. Don't forget about the website, www.birdyeomans.com. My CDs are there, the book is there, some history is there, videos. There's just a lot of stuff on the site. And if you have any questions, my wife Linda will be glad to help you. Georgia Hud Granny. But anyway, her email address is linda@birdyeomans.com. Be kind to each other this week. I love you. I'll see you next Friday night.